Hi there, my name is Jimmy from Melody Resources. At Melody Resources, we leverage on a decade of retail business experiences and alliances to explore and provide relevant training, consulting, and support services to food businesses such as restaurant, bakery, confectionery, and other retail businesses. I am introducing you to this amazing spreadsheet work tools designed for recording, evaluating, and reporting online engagement, such as followers, posts, likes, visitors, click, activities, and generating insight on online engagement to orders or sales conversion across platforms such as Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, e-commerce, and so on. This spreadsheet is designed because over the years, on the course of our training of social media personnel or staff, we discovered that a lot of them lack work tools such as this to help in evaluating the relationship between various levels of online engagement or interaction and the eventual orders or sales generated from those online engagement. We do know that online platforms evaluate online engagement or interactions. Orders or sales closures happen outside of online platform and mostly through WhatsApp Messenger or calls as interaction interface. This spreadsheet is very simple. It is, of course, designed from simple Microsoft Excel. So what are the reports to be expected? Some of the reports that we are going to generate from this spreadsheet include daily engagement conversion rates, post impact evaluation, daily new followers evaluation, media channel sales throughput, channels order contribution, recorded orders and sale evaluations, cash payment and bank variance reports, reporting, order fulfillment according to branches or outlets, and a lot of other reports. So right away, we are going to look at how this spreadsheet works. First, before you start using the spreadsheet, there's a column. Wherever you see a yellow column is where you need to input information in. So we have basically the engagement details workspace or worksheet. We have the order details worksheet. We have the payment details worksheet. And of course, we also have the dashboard. And then we have the home page. Let me say our contact is here. We have our phone number, our email, and our website. Should you have other questions, you have further explanation, you can always contact us. Please, if you find this spreadsheet very interesting and very educating, and it's something you wish to recommend, you are very free to like, our channel. Please share, and also importantly, ensure to follow us. Okay, so first thing we have to do is to pick up the month that we are going to work with. This spreadsheet is designed to work on a monthly basis. So because it is a simple Excel solution, you can easily copy and paste. So what you just have to do first is to click the red column here under this month, and then you have a drop down. So from the drop down, you can choose the month that you want to work with. Immediately you make a choice here. Every other aspect of the spreadsheet where date needs to be identified, you can see they will all show up there. So we have January as indicated. If you also want to change from January to maybe the month of June, for example, of course, that is also going to take effect across every aspect of this spreadsheet. Then the next thing we want to choose is our operating days. Not all business works every day. So in the month of June, how many days do you want to operate online? So let's say you want to operate online every day on the month of June. So you have this. Remember, this spreadsheet is to help us, to establish the relationship between the online engagement and the actual transactions, orders, or sales that the online engagement generates. Okay, so we are trying to relate the two together. That is why you see we have a worksheet for online engagement or online media channel like the Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, e-commerce. We also have a worksheet for the order details, the different details of the orders that we take. And then we have the worksheet for payment details. And we have our dashboard where the analysis takes place. So we are going to look at how each of these worksheet relates. So the next thing we want to do is to choose our online sales target this month. Online sales target. What is the sales target for this month for the online manager or the online team? Okay, so here we are going to just key in 5 million naira. So remember, this is designed to work in the Nigerian currency. You can use any other currency of your choice. Okay, so another interesting thing about this template is that you can actually stay here and be juggling, on each of the worksheets. Okay, so immediately you do this, you move to the dashboard. As you can see, you have the number of working days appear here. The sales target for the month is here. And then you have the average daily sales target. So what is the average daily sales target expected from the online sales? And what you do is 5 million divided by 30. That gives you this value. Okay. All right. So in the dashboard, we have the new followers count. This is where the new followers is going to appear. That you are going to see how that is going to be done. So it's going to evaluate the new followers, and engagement to order conversion rate is also going to be evaluated here. And then we have the daily likes and click count that is also going to be evaluated here for each of the online channels. This Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, e-commerce. Below this, you have the online orders and sales performance. So how much orders, how many orders, and how much worth of sales does each of these online channels generate? We are going to have them here. And then below it, you have the order delivery update. Okay. This is just to tell you whether these orders were delivered and how many were delivered and how many are still pending. Moving up here, you have the order fulfillment branch. This is for some businesses that have multiple outlets or multiple branches. Okay. And where the social media person, is stationed at one of the locations. So when the customer call in or reach out through any of this platform, of course, the social media person is going to find out from the customer, where the customer is reaching out from, so that the nearest branch or the nearest outlet to the customer can fulfill or produce or deliver that particular order to the customer. So you have the list of your branches here. These are locations in Lagos State, Nigeria. We have Ajaleki, Victoria Island, which is shortened as VI, Ikeja, Surulere, and we have up to 15 locations. So you can simply scroll down for different various locations, just the way you can scroll down for date here. And then below here, we have delivery status. This is just to tell you how many quantity of orders were delivered and with delivery. Of course, when customer reach out through online platform, you have to determine how to get those product what the customer ordered for across to the customer. So it could either be delivery, where you have a dispatch, or you have a delivery vehicle to deliver the order, or it could also be pick up, where the customer come into your branch and pick up by themselves. So you also have the value and percentage. Then below this, you have the order generation performance. So here we are only looking at the percentage performances of each of these platforms: Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and e-commerce. And then we now come in here and look at the orders and sales evaluation. So here we are just looking at the different performances of sales. I'm going to talk about this later when we begin to key in information here. So here we talk about the daily sales performance. So as sales are coming in, we are going to look at the graphical movement of, the trend of the sales trend. So immediately after that, we have the payment details, which is where we key in the number of orders. This, let me just say this: wherever you have a yellow box, is actually where you can key in the information. The other areas where we have the white box has been locked, so you can't key in anything. So this is where the evaluation takes place. Once again, the currency is in Naira. It can be customized into the currency of your country. Okay, so here we have the number of orders, the date, the cash payment, for payment that are cash, POS transfer, total actual payment, total expected payment. Total expected payment is a function of all the orders, the order value that we are going to key in here. And then we have payment variance, expected banking. Banking here simply means deposit. How much are we expected to deposit in the bank by ourselves? Okay, remember POS and transfer, this payment goes directly into the account. So this is the cash payment where at the end of the day, we have to, go to the bank and do the deposit by ourselves. So that is what we are going to have here as expected banking, then actual banking. And then if there's any variance, we'll have it here. Then the date that we make the deposit is going to appear here, and then the banking teller number for reconciliation purpose, and then the officer who handle the banking or the deposit in the bank. Okay, so we now move to the order details. So this is area where we record all the details of the order, from the customer. We look at the order value, the media channel. If you click here, you have different options: Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, e-commerce. And then we have the fulfillment branch. Remember, we talk about different branches or different outlets, depending on, what you have. So you can always scroll down and choose any. These are just letters to represent if there are more outlets or branches. And then here, you now have delivery type. Is it delivery or is it pickup? You choose. And then here you have the delivery update. Was it delivered or is it still pending? Okay, so you have the 1st of June, 2nd of June, up till 30th of June. Immediately after that, you now have where you have the different online media platform, and engagement activities. Typically, we have the total followers for, in the case of Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, e-commerce. We have total followers, total number of posts, and total number of likes. So how many likes our post? There are some other ones that are not really, we are not really bothered much about here. Take, for example, the share and so on, total share and so on. No, our major concern is on the followers, the number of posts per day, and then the total number of likes. Okay, so what we are going to evaluate here is the relationship between the engagement, all these KPIs, the engagement KPIs, and the order details KPI. So we are going to, evaluate the two simultaneously and then have the result on our dashboard. Okay, so let's start. First, of course, for every online platform, you normally have, different number of followers on a monthly basis. Sometimes the follower you close with in the month of May, like in this case, we have 31st of May and then we have 1st of June. So we are going to ask ourselves, let's assume that on the 31st of May, we close with 2,000 followers on our Instagram platform. And then on the 1st of June, which is when we actually start using this spreadsheet, we have 2,010 followers. Of course, by May, looking at this, you already know that we have gained 2 followers. So if you come to the dashboard, that 10 followers will appear here, telling us that, look, this is just to give us the analysis, so you don't have to say much. This is more or less like what you can use to present in the management meeting, or if you want to extract them and then input them in a template that you must have been given, maybe like a presentation template. But trust me, you can actually use this to do your presentation directly. Okay, so the next we want to ask ourselves is, how many posts did we put up on the 1st of June? Let's say 3, usually 3 posts, morning, maybe afternoon and evening, depending on, it could be 2. And then what's the total number of likes from this post? Okay, we are going to assume that, okay, from this post, we have 100 people that like, the cumulatively out of, in the 3 posts that we made, the total number of likes that we received for those 3 posts is 100. And let me just add one more on the 2nd of June. Let me do something in this case. Let me say in this case, I have a 2008, and of course, the same number of posts. And then what will happen if my like, let me say I have 200 likes. Of course, as you can see here on the 2nd, I've lost 2 followers. Okay, that's going to appear as -2 in red. Of course, what this simply means is it also calls for investigation. So wherever you lose a followers, there is a need for investigation. Okay, I'm not going to stop on Instagram alone. Let me also do something for Facebook. So let's say Facebook, I have 1,500. On the 1st of June, I have 1,700. And then on the 2nd of June, let me say I have 1,600. Okay, how many posts? Let's just say two. And then what is the total number of like? Let me just use 50. And then here I use 40. Twitter, okay. Let me just do something on Twitter. Twitter, we have 1,000 as at 31st of May. On the 1st of June, let's say we didn't gain any new follower. So here, let's say we have maybe 20 new followers. How many posts? Let's just say two. Number of likes, okay. We can just put 80 and then we can put 90. Okay, so I will just use these three. Of course, you can do the same for LinkedIn and for e-commerce. So now, the next thing you want to ask ourselves is, how about the order? What sales did we make? What order? What product did we sold on the 1st and on the 2nd June from Instagram, from Facebook, from Twitter, or maybe just from Instagram, from Facebook, from any of the platform? This is where you are going to enter the details of those orders. First thing you need to list out here is a product. What product should we look at? Okay, let's assume that this is a restaurant business where we sell fried rice. Fried rice is a very common meal in Nigeria. So I'm going to set fried rice. Okay, fried rice. So how much worth of fried rice here? Let me say okay, 100,000 naira. It's not too much. 100,000 naira worth of fried rice. That is this on the 1st of June. What media channels? Okay, let's say Instagram. So from Instagram, we sold 100,000 naira worth of fried rice. Okay, which branch did we send this order to fulfill, to handle, or to produce it and deliver it to the customer, or give it to the customer? Let's say Lekki. Okay, Lekki. Now, how was this order delivered? Is it that the customer came in to pick it up, or we went to deliver? Let's say delivered. Okay, and then delivery update. Was it properly delivered, or is it still pending? Let's say delivered. Okay, so I'm going to choose just the second more order. Remember, these are different cell, for different orders, so you can list as many as possible. If you have multiple order that made up this 100,000 naira, of course, you can just put the invoice or the receipt number here so that you don't go into so many details. There is no provision for fried rice and so on, here. All what we are after is the order value, media channel, fulfillment, branch, delivery type, and delivery update. So here, like I said, you may decide to use the invoice or the receipt number, if there are so many details that made up this amount. Okay, so, okay, let's do an example here. Let me say we make a transaction with the invoice number 2001. Okay, so we have invoice number 2001. And how much was the order? Let's say 50,000 naira worth of transaction. Okay, from which channel this time around? We are going to choose Facebook. Which outlet or branch handle it? Let's say Victoria Island as VI. And then what was the delivery? Oh, the customer came around to pick it up by himself. Is it delivered? The customer is yet to come, so still pending. And then let's also do on the 2nd of June. Remember, we have 1st and 2nd of June. So we're also going to assume that we have transaction on the 2nd of June. Okay, here I will want to use one of the meal I love so much. That's jollof rice. Jollof rice, I hope I got the spelling correct. Okay, jollof rice. How much worth of jollof rice? Let me say 200,000 naira. Wow, 200,000 naira of jollof rice was sold on the 2nd of June. Where did we get the order from? Let's say Twitter. I know we hardly get order from Twitter most of the time. It is usually Instagram, Facebook, but let's just say these people are very good on Twitter, that they have a strong customer base who have bought jollof rice worth 200,000 naira. So which outlet? Let's say Ikeja. Ikeja is the capital of Lagos State in Nigeria. Okay, how was it done? Handle? Delivery. Delivery update, was it delivered? Yes, it was delivered. Okay, should we add one more? Yes, we can actually add one more. This time around, let me say pastry. I love meat pie. So let me just use meat pie, meat pie, meat pie, meat pie, pie with meat inside. Okay, how much water pie? 50,000. Is that 50,000? Yes, that's 50,000 naira. Where did we get this order? I would still love to go back to, let me say Facebook. So Facebook give us another order, what? 50,000. Who handled this? Okay, let me choose Agile this time around. Was it delivered? I would say, yeah, delivering. Okay, was it delivered? Yeah, was delivered. Okay, so we have information, two transactions. Maybe I can just add one here. Let me just add, I love chicken pie as well. So let me just, it wouldn't be fair if I don't add chicken pie in this, as part of the order, but not much, just put 20,000 naira for it. Okay, channel, Instagram. Yeah, let me use Instagram. We normally get a lot of business from Instagram. So this time around, I'll pick Sulere and then pick up or delivery. Is it delivered or still pending? Delivered. Okay, so we have 3 orders or 3 transactions on the 1st of June, 1, 2, 3. How much is 170,000 naira from Instagram, Facebook, and Instagram, so 2 online platforms. And these orders were handled by 3 branches, Lekki, Victoria Island, or VI, and Surulere. So on the 2nd of June, we have 2 transactions, 1 and 2, worth 250,000. So now we are going to go to the next worksheet, which is the payment details. Okay, as you can see, on the 1st of June, we have 3 orders. They are already here. On the 2nd, 2. Okay, 1st of June, 1, 2, 3. 2nd, 1, 2. So that is what we are having here. It has already been programmed. So as you are listing them, it will appear here. So this is the expected payment. What we are simply saying here is that, look, we are filling this order. Were they paid for what this order actually paid? Remember, social media is like a sales point. Okay, their sales, their customer base are the online customers. So they are also meant to handle every part of the sales documentation process. In other words, they must account for every sale that they made, even if those sales were not directly handled by them. They are to work alongside with the outlet that the order was sent to in order to have the details of the payment and record them here with evidence that the money was actually paid to the bank. Mostly, ideally, money is supposed to be paid before order is made and delivered to the customer, depending on the kind of business you are doing. You can also do it, and of course, at the point of delivery, you get the money from the customer. So here, we are going to assume that out of this 170,000 naira, 100,000 was paid in cash, and then let me say 70,000, paid on delivery. But before I just click enter here, you can see what is happening here, telling us that there is a payment variance. So if I click enter, the payment variance have disappeared. Okay, so here 200,000 by cash, and then of course let's just take care of this. So let's say 50,000 were paid as transfer to the account. And the next thing we are having here, of course, here now means the actual payment that was deposited in the account balance with the expected payment or expected sales, anyhow you want to call it. So there's no variance in the transaction or in the payment transaction. So the next thing we look at is the expected banking. The expected banking is actually talk about the cash. This is cash payment. So it's expected that this cash payment should be deposited in the bank, and that is what is coming out here. So if at the end of the day we deposited the entire 100,000 in the bank, of course there is a banking variance telling us that, look, the money is balanced. But what happened if you don't pay everything in the bank? Let's say 20,000 naira was withdrawn from whatever purpose. It's going to tell us that there is a variance, and that comes out in red. Okay, I will just leave it there for the purpose of explanation. Let me just leave it there. Okay, so let's say we have a variance, and then of course you have to take care of the banking date. When was this cash here, which is the 100,000 here that we have at bank at the end of the day? When was it deposited in the bank? And then what is the teller number for reconciliation purpose, and then the banking officer. So with this, the social media person is in charge of his or her transaction. Okay, so there is a correlation between the online engagement, the order details has been captured by the social media person, and the payment information or the payment details. So we now move to the dashboard. Oh, you can see our graph I've just plotted. And then there is a chart coming up, and then their information filling up. Here, for example, on the first, we have 10 new followers from Instagram. We have 200 new followers from Facebook. On the second, we have 2 new followers on Instagram, and we lose 2 followers on Instagram, and we lost 100 followers on Facebook. So this needs to be investigated because something must have happened for us to lose this number of followers. There should be an explanation for this during presentation. And of course, Twitter, we didn't gain any follower on the first, so that is why you don't have anything here. And on the second, we have 20 new followers. That is amazing. Remember, as you are feeling, you can actually scroll down here. Wherever you see this, it's a scrolling, this is scrolling, this is scrolling, this is scrolling. So you can always scroll down. And here, this is actually where we have the engagement to order conversion rate. What does this tell us? It tells us that Instagram, the conversion between the engagement activities on the Instagram page and the actual order or transaction or sales generated by Instagram, the conversion rate is 2%. Okay, for Instagram. On Facebook, on the 1st of June is 2%. On the 2nd of June is 3%. And then on Twitter, it is 1%. Now, this is a function, the conversion rate, let me explain this, that is a function of the total followers, and the likes that you got. It's a function of this and this. Why do I say so? If you look at your followers, this 2,010 followers, out of which you add a 3 post, you make a 3 post, and you have 100 reaction. 100 people say, look how I like this your post. You have to ask yourself, 2010, 100, what percentage of 100 is already 2010? This is very, very minimal. Okay, this is very, very minimal. But however, with these numbers of 100 that you have from Instagram, how many transactions did you got on the 1st of June on Instagram at the end of the day? On the 1st of June, I have two transactions worth 120,000 naira. 2 transactions in 100. Of course, you already know where the 2% is coming from. I don't need to say much. So that is why we are having the 2%. Same thing on the Facebook, same thing on the Twitter. There is a whole lot of information here because it gives you, a bit background about the quality of your followers. And that is why I always advise people, when you want to get a followers, please get organic followers. Don't buy followers. Get organic followers. Do everything possible to encourage your customers to follow you, on your media platform, because those are the people that will have genuine interest on what you are posting. Otherwise, you will just be having people who are, it's just like in a church where you have numbers and you don't have members. Okay, so that is very, very important. And then here we now have daily likes. Of course, the likes are already appearing here. So you can look at your the like that you have on each post, and then you now compare it with, the conversion rate. And here we now look at the online order performance. Here you can see Instagram give us 2 orders, as you know, and worth 120,000 naira. That is 25% of the total sales for those 2 days. Facebook, 2 orders, value at 100,000 naira, that's 24%. Twitter, 1 value at 200,000, that's 48%. So this already gives you an idea of the various contributions of each of the online media platforms to your total sales for those 2 days and the total order that you have. Then order delivery, out of these 5 delivered, 4 order value at 370,000 were delivered. That is about 88%. Pending, we have 1 order pending, value at 50,000, that's 12%. And at the end of the day, you have your 400,000 naira. So coming down to the order fulfillment, Aja, which is an outlet, and Aja, you can deliver 1 order, value of 50,000, 12%. Lekki outlet delivered 1 order, value of 100,000, and that's about 24,000. And then Of course, we have VI, we have Ikeja. So you can see at the end of the day, there's an outlet or a branch in Ikeja, that give us the highest value of 48% out of the total, orders that were delivered. And of course, it's just one. Sometimes you can have more of the number of orders. Coming back to the delivery status, out of this, 420,000 worth of transaction, okay, 4 with delivery, 1 was pickup, and we have their value and the percentage. So here you have the performances, okay. Twitter give us the highest, sales performance of 48%, 48%. Wow, as you can see here, is 48%. And that is followed by what? Followed by Instagram, 29%. Okay, and then you have Facebook, 24%. So this is just a chart. And then see the way our sales is going. On the 1st of June, we sold how much? So let's go back here and see what we got. On the 1st of June, we sold 170,000. On the 2nd, 250,000. So that is what this graph is telling us, that on the 1st of June, and then on the 2nd of June, 250,000. So as we are inputting our sales, the graph will be plotting itself. And that is also a very good information for us, to know the trend of sales from social media platform. And then we now come in here. Wow. Okay. So this total working days this month, which is 30th. Remember at the beginning, we choose that, okay, our operating days is 30, the month is June, and the sales target is 5 million. So all this information are coming here. You have this month sales target, 5 million. Social media people, they are sales people. They are more or less like an outlet, in the cloud. That's where I always look at it. So they must have their sales target. And then this is the average daily sales target, which is 5 million divided by 30. That gives you this figure. Month to date number of days work. Oh, they have worked 2 days. Remember, 2 days. Day 1, 1st June, and 2nd of June. As you are filling in information, this number here would be increasing. So month to date total sales target. Okay, so for 2 days, how much are they expected to sell? 2 times 166.7. That's when you have 333, and so on and so forth. Okay, and then the next thing is month to date total recorded sales. So how much have they really made at the end of the day? They have made 420,000. Remember, they are just everywhere. They are everywhere. Okay, that's how much that have been sold so far. So good. This plus this. That is what we have there. Okay, and then month to date average daily recorded sale. What is averagely in a day? How much are they selling? That's 420,000 divided by 2. So this is what they are selling averagely in a day. Adjusted daily sales target for remaining days. Here it is saying good job. Why is it saying good job? It's saying good job because they are expected to sell 333,000 based on the target. However, they are ahead of the target. They have sold 420,000. So they don't need to. You're just telling them, look, you are doing a good job, keep going. But the question we want to ask is, what if what they are sold is less than 333,000? Okay, I really don't want to go too far. Let me just come here and then reduce this by 0. If I reduce that by 0, let me go back here and see what will happen. Whoa, something has happened here. It's telling me that adjusted daily sales target for remaining days is now 170,000. Remember, their sales target daily is 166,666.67 naira. That's 166,606 naira, 67 kobo. This is what's supposed to be their daily sales target. But because they are far below their sales target in terms of what they have made so far, is telling them that, look, for the 28 days that is remaining, which is 30 minus 2, the 28 days that is remaining, your sales target is no longer 166,000 plus, it's now 170,000. So if you want to meet up 5 million at the end of the month, this is what you should be focusing on to make. If you are able to go up, this would start coming down. If you keep going down, this will start going up. That is what that place simply means. I want to have a very good record. So let me just go back here and please key in the 200,000 naira. I want to believe that this person is doing a good job. Okay, so good job. Now, budget performance. Okay, it's just telling us what is the budget performance. I mean, that's what we already know. So it's ahead of the target by 26%. So the target performance, I think this should be target performance is 126%. Total number of recorded orders, that is 5. How many orders do we have so far? When we have together 3 plus 2, that is 5. Then average daily recorded orders. So averagely, how many orders do we have per day? Average, remember, is averagely. So this 5 divided by 2, that's 2.5. And then we have average recorded sales per order. So for each order, what is the average value of the sales that we made? That is 84,000 naira. Of course, you should know how we get this. This is just this 420,000 divided by 5. So this gives us an information about, the sales performances and the orders performance by the social media person. As you can see, this actually captures very important information. So for social media manager, social media staff, you can get this spreadsheet. It will make your reporting job very easy. All you just have to do is just get this information, go to your social media analytic page, get your total followers. You don't need to calculate or do just the way it is, key them in here, put the number of posts here. For the total post that you made 3, what is the total likes? Key in here. As you are doing that across all your social media platform, just fill them up, and then you now come here and begin to fill in your order. What is the product you are selling? It may be food, it may be whatever it is, whatever product you are selling, whatever it is. Remember, whether it is goods or services, you are selling something. So just key them in here. If the items are too much per order, you can key in the invoice number and then the value, and then you choose all other parameters. Once you do that, then you go to the payment aspect. You make sure that you follow up with the outlet that is handling the transaction. If you are the one handling it by yourself, then there is no problem, which means you have only one branch or one outlet. Fantastic. So you can just focus on that one and fill in all the information here. At the end of the day, you can always look at this page and have some meaningful interpretation of this information, that has a direct relationship with what you are doing. If you ask me, I would say, look, wherever you have, lots of followers is a question mark. Even when you have new followers, you need to ask yourself, what did you do that you gain these 20 new followers? On the first, you did not have. On the second, you have 20. Wow, 20. What happened? What did you do? You need to ask yourself that question. And then another thing here is this: you need to ask yourself, what can I do to improve my conversion rate? Okay, on the first, you have 2%. On the second, you have 3%. Can you be able to sustain that level of improvement? It all boils down to the quality of your post and then the quality of your followers. If your post is relevant to your followers, definitely they will react to it positively. And that positive reaction to it will result in more transaction. But is it something that is not very much relevant to them? Then of course, you will expect much. Then, of course, you have your likes here. Then in the case of like, please always be conscious of what you post. When you post something and people tend to react positively towards it, let me tell you, even when you are posting like a food product, a promo, a discount, that people may not want to react the same way they would have reacted if you were to post something like Happy Independence, Happy Mother's Day, things that are appealing, to your followers. You can always, fit in that discount, to suit those kind of posts that always get their interest. You can blend it together. I always tell people, look, posting is like a mixture of paints. You can always mix things together, what places people, what a message you want to send across, get to the people, you mix them together, and then you have a blend of the two coming out to people as a message. And then this, the online order and sales performance is also will tell you which of the platform that you need to pay more attention to. Like here, for example, we have about 48% of transactions from Twitter. Oh, serious attention need to be given to Twitter. We need to focus. It therefore means that the kind of customer base, online customer base we have on Twitter, my God, we need to really focus on them. Let me tell you, Yeah, we have to treat all customers equal, but there is a saying that in the animal kingdom, all animals are equal, but some are more equal. Every organization have loyal customers, and you must always hold them, very strong. Order delivery update. Of course, here also tell us that, okay, it's just to tell you, okay, there's one order that was pending. Of course, you need to follow up. The pending simply means you have to follow up, because at the end of the day, that is, he or she is your customer, not the branch customer. Is your customer. They are your customer. So you need to follow up. You need to make sure that at the end of the day, every pending order becomes delivered order. Okay. And then here also, order fulfillment branch. Which branch handles your order? For me, any branch that always give me, handle more of my order, I will always focus on that branch. I'm not going to joke with them, because whenever I give them order to deliver to a customer, they always get it done perfectly. They always get it done perfectly. It's important. Then delivery status. This also helps you. You can see delivery, 370,000, 88%. Wow. What does it mean? It means, look, you need to get your delivery right. Okay. A lot of your online customers, they get towards getting their product delivered to them. And of course, this happens a lot for island customer. In the case of Lagos, if you're in Lagos, you know that customers in the island, Lekki, VI, Ajah, and so on, these people, look, they will always want you to get their product delivered to them. Basically, maybe because of time, traffic, and a lot of other things that would have hindered their movement. Of course, this is just a summary, of what we have here, the performance trend. And this also in terms of the graph, this is also very, very important. So you always keep your eyes on here. How much are you supposed to make? How much have you made so far? Where are you supposed to be month to date? MTD means month to date. And then where are you? If you keep having good job, then know that you are on the way to, surpassing your target for the month and get the bonus or the profit sharing commission, whatever that your company or the organization has promised you. So thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate it. Please don't forget, to like our page. If you like this spreadsheet, it's available, just indicate, and please ensure to, follow us, like us, and take your time. You can visit our website. We are here to support your business. We are here, to ensure that we add value to your business, to ensure that there's an improvement on your team productivity and your business profitability. Thank you so much, and have a great day.